नमस्ते, सभी को दिवाली की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। दिवाली signifies removing darkness of ignorance, hatred, anger, jealousy from inside us, and by lighting the diyas of wisdom, love, friendship and compassion. But have you wondered why do we celebrate Diwali for 6 days? Is there any meaning to it at all? Today, I will share some fascinating facts about that and give you some glimpses of Diwali celebrations, and also learn a few breathing techniques that will help you to enjoy better. The whole festival of Diwali is for 6 days, and the first day of Diwali is Vasubaras, जिन्हें हम गौ माता कहते हैं, उन्हीं की हम पूजा भी करते हैं, and it is dedicated to the worship of cows which provide us with nourishment. The second day is Dhanteras. It is said that Lord Dhanvantari, the god of health and healing, emerged in the Samudra Manthan along with goddess Lakshmi. So, both Dhanvantari and Lakshmi are worshipped on this day. We remember Lakshmi by buying gold or any other metal ornaments for prosperity, and for Lord Dhanvantari by cleaning our home and ourselves. In this process, we remove the unwanted old things and make way for the new ones. And we learn to detach ourselves from the material things, and thus learning the valuable lesson of aparigraha year after year. So we bring this symbolic cleansing to ourselves on Narak Chaturdashi or Choti Diwali. And I remember when we were small kids and my mother used to wake us up early in the morning at 5 a.m. and with the warning that if you take bath after 6 a.m. you will all go to Narak. And we used to fall for this trick, and then she used to give a gentle massage with aromatic oil and then refreshing bath with Uptan, and thus letting go of the impurities from mind and body. The fourth day is the main day of Diwali, and it is a Lakshmi Pujan day. We celebrate the homecoming of Lord Rama and Sita on this day after 14 years of exile. And it is also on this day that Bhagwan Vishnu marries goddess Lakshmi and brings her home. And we celebrate it when we celebrate this by lighting diyas and distributing sweets and savories which we make at home. Also, Diwali comes after the fasting period of Navratri. So it is a right time to indulge and also prepare for oncoming winter months. It is also about the importance of sharing. We distribute sweets and gifts with relatives, friends and needy ones. It reinforces that Lakshmi or prosperity comes to those who keep themselves pure, clean and holy in mind and body. The fifth day is Govardhan Puja. It is said that Krishna had lifted Govardhan mountain on his small finger and saved the cow herd from the rains and floods. In many houses, they still build a small mountains of mud and with cow dung on it and put seeds on it, so which grows by the time the Gudi Padwa comes. It may be month of March or April. So this day is known as Bali Pradipada also, which is dedicated to the relationship of husband and wife. Now sixth day is Bhai Dooj, which we celebrate the bond between a brother and a sister. Such a beautiful way to respect our Mother Earth and the relationships, isn't it? So Diwali is the festival that connects us to each and every aspect that nourishes and strengthens us from within. It celebrates our connection to ourselves, to our home, our surroundings and our near and dear ones. It also connects us with our society and the nature. It shows that we are one, we are together and we are there for each other. This is the real meaning of any festivity. So let us now show you some glimpses that how I celebrate Diwali this year, and it has made me extra special by my eyes presence in the house. if you want to enjoy the Diwali, you need to keep your lungs strong and healthy. And for that, you should be doing pranayam regularly. And we need to breathe in a right way. What we are going to learn today is to breathe in a right manner. It is our breath that increases the prana in us and helps us to enjoy to the fullest. So what is the right way to breathe? So when you inhale fully, your stomach should expand. And when you exhale, your stomach should contract. If this is followed throughout the day, we are set. Half of the respiratory problems are taken care of. Breathing right is what pranayam is all about. It strengthens the lungs, which helps us to take care of asthma, lung diseases, low immunity, and most importantly, stress. Today we will learn about equal breathing, Kapalbhati, Kumbhak and Shunyak. Now coming to equal breathing pranayam. For every pranayam, it is mandatory for us to sit straight, keeping our spine completely erect, hands on your knees, palms facing up or down in chin mudra as per your comfortable, as you are comfortable with. Also, you can sit in either Sukhasana, Padmasana or Vajrasana. You can sit on the chair also. So these are the few things which you always have to remember when you do the pranayam. Eyes should be gently closed. Now for equal breathing pranayam, the thing is that when you inhale, your stomach should be expanded. When you exhale, your stomach should be contracted. And the breath should be of same counts in and same counts out. So when you inhale, start with the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. So this you can do 5 to 10 minutes daily and make it a habit to follow this all the day long. I will do this for you once. Inhale. So Kapalbhati, it's a kriya. It really strengthens our lungs if we do it regularly. Here we have to passively inhale and very actively and forcefully we have to exhale. So I will demonstrate this for you. So this you can do initially 5 to 10 rounds. Slowly you can increase your rounds and then time as per your capacity. Coming to Kumbhak, which is Antarik Kumbhak, that you have to retain your breath inside. So for that, you have to first exhale completely. Empty your stomach, empty your abdomen, empty your lungs, and then start inhaling. And then you have to hold the breath by taking your chin down in Jalandhar Bandh, locking your chin. And this you have to hold for 5 seconds. And when you come out, you have to unlock your chin and then slowly you have to exhale. So I will one more time demonstrate this for you. First you have to completely exhale, then start inhaling. So this you can do 2 to 3 times, not more than that. Initially this much is good enough. Slowly you can increase your rounds. Now we will do Shunyak. Shunyak is Bahya. Shunyak is that suspension of your breath. You have to inhale first and then empty your abdomen completely. And then you have to hold that position for some time by locking the chin in Jalandhar Bandh. So first inhale, exhale, take your chin down, one more time. First you have to inhale complete, then exhale and empty your abdomen. Tuck your stomach, chin down, So you can repeat this 3 to 5 times. Now let's mark the new beginning on this auspicious occasion of Diwali. Let's all resolve to take care of our prana by focusing on our breath all the time. Stay safe and have a Shubh, Pavitra and Mangalmay Diwali.